Welcome Capricorn, this is Regina of Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your Pisces new moon reading. Pisces new moon occurs on Sunday very late in the day, and it is currently the ruler of Pisces. One of its rulers, Neptune, is conjunct Venus. They're both in Pisces. This is about the positive release of endings, any illusions or delusions that we have about where we came from and hence who we are. So this is really an opportunity to release old senses of rootedness, old conditioning, old structures of identity or family, and to welcome in new ideas, new inspiration that help move us into the future from a place of greater authenticity, owning who we authentically are. Venus will be moving into areas within an hour after the new moon in Pisces. So this is signaling this doorway that we are gaining as we're feeling our way through all of these endings. And so your overall energy, Capricorn, the Two of Wands. This is really affecting the way in which you communicate, how you think, as well as how you share information with your intimates. This can be through reading, writing, documenting, recording, narrativizing, telling a story about the experience of your family, your roots, your ancestry, your history in some way. You are gaining confirmation, even expertise on that basic sense of uniqueness, individuality, but you are contemplating a way forward with the information you have, new ventures, new ways of doing business, new ways of growing and expanding. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the Five of Swords. This is a card that is putting front and center for you, particularly in your community, in your job, your organization, even your career arc, the ways in which you have doubted yourself, the ways in which you felt inadequate in whatever way that made you second guess your ideas, your plans, your intelligence, your capacity, and allowed you to step back and play small, to give in to the negative feedback, the disregard, the way in which others cut you out of a story or your own efforts. So this is really about facing up to not only these experiences, but resolving to change this, experiencing the change. And you're seeing this in your environment. You're seeing this in the way others react to your plans, your actions, your goals, what you are revealing to others about your efforts to move forward. In the first house, we have the Magician. The Magician is showing really these energies as a preparation for your creating something new in your life. This is not surprising if you are starting a business, if you are looking to build a business, take a business to a new level, if you're looking for a new job, a new location, even a new line of work or endeavor, a project that is favorably orchestrated and deeply aligned with who you are finding yourself to be. You are owning the qualities that you once second doubted, that you once were insecure about. You are owning not only those qualities, but the real path you've gotten to get there, recognizing that this is the natural path as a creator, as a builder. Beautiful card for your current energy. In the 4th house, we have the 10 of Wands. And this is about specifically your family, your history, your ancestry, your rootedness. The 10 of Wands shows you casting aside obligations, responsibilities, expectations of others when they come from others. You have completed your responsibilities. You have not shirked. However, you recognize that those structures, that conditioning was put on you, and you had internalized it in some very deep ways that you have been struggling for a very long time to erect and organize, align yourself with your individual and unique purpose. Your path is now completely, you have relinquished and released all of this energy from your past, from your family, from your conditioning, and you are experiencing a tremendous physical relief. You may be experiencing a lot of cleansing, detoxing that has been dragging on and on and on, kind of like COVID, right? The pandemic, that is a sort of social process of detoxification that you're taking advantage of. You're aligning that with releasing outmoded structures from your past. In the 7th house of significant others, we have the Page of Wands, and this is consistent with this openness to new ways of doing things, new ideas, new inspirations, an openness to aligning yourself with your passion and your purpose. And this is new because in the past you have never felt allowed to live in your purpose, live in your passion. And you're now realizing that that permission never came from you because you doubted your abilities. As you now recognize that those old stories that you were conditioned into or through have no relevance to you, you're now free to pursue the one true thing, the one true passion that defines you in the most fundamental way. It's a beautiful reading so far. If you're enjoying it, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the support I do receive from you, knowing that your support helps me to continue to do something I love and to grow my channel. So thank you for that. The Magician is clarified, and the 1st house is clarified by Justice in the 2nd house, and the 6 of Pentacles in the 3rd house. Your physical and material resources, environment, your sense of safety and security is being deeply sorted and realigned with this new sense of personal karma, individual karma, as you are owning this passionate path forward. Building from that, you are also organizing your life, the resources and energies of your life, so that you can be more efficient, more productive, and address the imbalances that you are now seeking to change, where you have never felt deserving of the place to be who you are. You now recognize that you have all the resources necessary to move yourself into new directions that honor your skills, your gifts, your talents, and your vision of justice, fairness in the world. You are addressing the oppressions, unfairness, the disharmony that you have experienced through this sense of not letting yourself be who you are, not feeling deserving or worthy of being able to do things your own way. As you've released that, you recognize the need to reorganize your resources, particularly your relationships. You're understanding that your relationships must be equal, that you must allow your partners, your collaborators, your friends, your peers to step up to the high standards that you have always exhibited in your care, your attention, your sharing of resources, so that you recognize that being the caretaker, being responsible for others, the needs of others, is no longer your work, is no longer your business. In fact, that you have instead hopefully developed relationships where you can now allow others to give back to you and be open to receiving that now that you have identified your worthiness, your value, and your deservedness of support. The Ten of Wands in the fourth house is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in the fifth house and the Five of Cups in the sixth house. You're actively building on this new vision as you've also built your healing from your conditioning. You have structured that, you have planned that, you have worked at that. Excuse me, through the resources that you do have, through your creative abilities. You also have let yourself mourn the losses, the regrets, the experience of disillusionment that has accompanied these failures, these heartaches you've experienced. And it has been difficult for you to let go of this conditioning, which has meant that it was your job to see that others had their needs met. It was never anyone's job to see that your needs were met, but your own. And now that you're understanding that not only do you have dreams and goals that are separate from what you were told they could be or who you were, you now recognize that those skills, that you are the one responsible for your happiness, and this relationship that you have been building with yourself is bringing you fruition, is allowing you to do for yourself what you have done many times for others. The Page of Wands in the seventh house is clarified by the Six of Wands in the eighth house and the King of Swords in the ninth house. You are convening a conversation. You are having a discourse, a dialogue with your team, with your tribe, with your efforts to grow and expand on your understanding of the truth. Your capacity for understanding is growing. And to that end, you are in conversation with others that allows you to listen deeply, understanding that your curiosity about the possibilities available to you, formerly unexplored, is what is releasing this tremendous curiosity, safety in knowing that you can explore new ideas, receive new ideas, entertain different perspectives now that you are gaining the respect of your peers. And that respect is coming because you're not laying down and allowing others to achieve their goals, to contribute to the achievement of their goals without pursuing that for yourself. As you are making achievements, as you are growing, you're allowing yourself to accept the acknowledgement that your peers are giving to you as someone who has worked hard to achieve, to be victorious, to be successful in difficult situation. And the Five of Swords in the 10th house is clarified by the Six of Wands in the 11th house and the Nine of Pentacles in the 12th house. Capricorn, I believe the Holy Grail for you right now is through this process of visiting your authentic self. And that includes your authentic joys, creativity, connection, and real pleasure in the exercise of your gifts, in your associations from childhood that were limitless. You are in a place of independent stability, security, safety, and comfort. You have built a way in which you recognize that everything you desire, that you have looked for in the external world, is within your power to give to yourself now, today, and for always. This does not mean you have resigned yourself to a life of bachelorhood. This does not mean that you are alone or want to be alone. What it does mean is that any relationship you have, and you have many, you're working on those relationships, is based on your independence, your desire to work with others towards a goal, knowing that what you have is the ability to invest in others without jeopardizing your own resources, your own safety, security, or comfort. I'm going to finish up this reading, Capricorn, with an oracle card. And loneliness pops out. I think I was just talking about that. I know that I am never alone. I hope this has been helpful to you. I thank you for your time here and look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.